Ajay sir?
Yeah, Ajay sir is co-host, sir.
Yeah. Hi, welcome.
Welcome, sir.
I think we need to post in the registered financial group also, sir, once. Did you post it there, sir?
It's there.
No, sir.
Yeah, I think we'll just post once. Sir, only Ajay Kumar, sir, you are admin in that group, registered financial workshop group. Maybe you can just post that message there. Sir, now we are live on YouTube, sir.
Yeah.
Welcome all. Welcome to Financial Fitness Workshop series. Again, we have revamped. So I request Dr. Ajay Kumar, sir, to give the brief intro and hand over to the Harish Gopal, sir.
Yeah. Good evening, all of you. Welcome back to the 2025 fourth in series of our webinars from Pediatric Academy of Telangana called F3 Group. And we are very feeling fresh, proud from the Pedicon 2025's pre-conference, very successful, largely attended workshop. And we immediately planned and started rolling out of our regular webinars of the month. Today being the first webinar of the 2025, we started with the opportunity which has come after the presentation of budget by our finance minister in the Lok Sabha. And Dr. Harish Gopal, who's very academic orientated for finance subjects and the main person also behind our academic program of the finance subject, is going to talk on tax with Excel sheet calculator. And with the help of Dr. Pawan Kumar and also other office bearers of Pediatric Academy of Telangana, Indian Academy of Pediatrics, our President Dr. Sankoch Bhaskar, Secretary Dr. Sridhar, and Treasurer Dr. RSP Sri Krishna. We are hereby starting with the good wishes in the new year of 2025, the webinar series for the doctors, by the doctors, for and of the doctors, this particular subject of finance, which has become now very popular among the pediatricians and the other specialties. And we, as a pioneer from Pediatric Academy of Telangana, are taking forward year by year, month by month, more and more faculty and topics and subjects and attendees and participants enrolling. Let me announce that we have finished the books which we have published. We are now taken some orders from our members. They also overloaded. More than 55 orders have come. I have stopped taking further orders till we sort out, make the list and see the printer, how it goes about. Once we have everything in place, we'll take further orders. But I request whoever have placed the orders, kindly start sending the money to the person I am going to put up in the WhatsApp, the printer and his assistant, so that they will start printing also with a guaranteed order and the amount and start dispatching. So over to you, Dr. Harish Gopal. There is a lot of word about 12 lakhs being the annual income which is tax-free. Let's see what Dr. Anil says to us, all of us. Over to Dr. Harish Gopal.
Thank you, sir. Welcome all to the revamped now new series of financial fitness. So it is high time we started our online sessions. So it will be at least minimum twice a week session. So without further delay, let us go to the topic. I'll be sharing the screen. So can you see the screen, sir?
Yeah. Dr. Harish, we can see your screen. Just make it big, PowerPoint.
Okay, so 1 minute. Now, sir?
It is
Now is it
visible.
okay?
Yeah.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
So, since the budget was announced 1 week back, so let us see really is it beneficial or is there any terms and conditions associated with the budget to get that whatever benefit what our finance minister or the government is intended for us. Okay, so let us see this clip.
Sir, not able to hear the audio, sir.
So what the finance minister said is, I am now happy to announce that there will be no income tax payable for up to 12 lakh rupees. Now, why this was done? Because there was a lot of growing sentiment that the government is not doing anything for the middle class. So it was high time that the taxes were increased. The middle class was not getting anything in their pocket. So because of the election results where the BJP could not get a clear majority, and they got feedback from their partners that they had to do something from the for the middle class. So the finance minister had announced that you will not pay any income tax up to 12 lakh rupees. So is that why this is important? So if you see the returns where the taxpayers are paying, out of 7.5 lakh crores of Indians who are paying tax, 6.2 lakh crores are paying less than 15 lakhs of income tax or are earning less than 15 lakhs. So if you see this number, around 87% will not pay tax from next year onwards. So this is a huge number for those who are earning less than 15 lakhs of rupees. So the truth is, the finance minister has announced 12 lakhs exempt. But really, do we get this 12 lakhs exempt or not? And what are the other announcements which the finance minister has said? Let us see in the following slides. So I'll be discussing under the following headings how it affects us as a common man. Other things I'm going to skip. First one will be the tax reforms. Next one will be the TDS and the TCS. Next thing will be rental housing, LTG and ST short-term and long-term capital gains. Is there any changes? The next is NPS Vatsalya scheme. What it is, how the tax is there, I'll tell you. Next is education and the financial support and other miscellaneous things, how this budget is going to help us or help us to save money. So the first thing which we are all excited was the finance minister had announced increased tax exemption limit. So the increased income with was for has been raised to 12 lakhs per annum with a standard deduction of 75,000 who are salaried. So for a salaried person who is earning up to 12.7 lakhs, he will not incur any income tax. But what about those who are earning more than 12 lakhs or 12.75 lakhs for salaried income? The new tax regimes, two tax slabs were also announced. What were those? Up to 4 lakhs, there was nil. 4 to 8 lakhs, it was 5%. 8 to 12 lakhs, it was 10%. 12 to 16 is made 15%. 16 to 20 is made 20%. And there's a new tax slab between 20 to 24 lakhs, which is 25%. And above 24 lakhs, you're getting 30%. So this, because of this new tax slab, we are going to see significant savings along with this modification of these limits per each slab rate. How or not we are going to see with this one. So the finance minister told up to 12 lakhs you are not going to pay tax. So let us see how it is going to work out. So according to the new tax slabs, 0 to 4 lakhs will pay 5%. So 5% of 4 lakhs is 20,000, and 8 to 12 lakhs again they are going to pay 10%. So it is 40,000. So the total tax payable is 60,000 rupees. But the income tax has got a rebate under section 7087A, which is 60,000. So effectively, those who are earning up to 12 lakhs will not pay any tax. For salaried person, there is an extra deduction of 75,000. So for salaried person, the total tax exemption will be 12.75 lakh rupees. Okay. So for professionals, it will be 12 lakhs. For salaried person, it will be 12.75 lakh rupees. So what is the benefit? If you see straight away, for a person who is earning up to 12 lakhs, okay, or less than 12.5 lakhs, you was get the straight away benefit will be 83,200. But the real benefit comes as your salary increases. For example, if a person is earning 18 lakh rupees, for the earlier new slabs, you had to pay 2.15 lakhs. According to the newly announced slabs, it is 1.5 lakhs. So you are getting a benefit of 64,000. But if you notice this chart, anybody is earning more than 24,000, 75,000, 24 lakhs, 75,000, anybody who is earning, let it be 30 lakhs or 36 lakhs, he'll be getting a fixed benefit of 1.14 lakhs straight away to our pockets, which is equal to a free vacation to us. Okay. So anybody who's earning more than 24.75 lakhs will get 1.14 lakhs, which is equal to free vacation. But please remember that there is a catch. What is the catch? Your short term or long term capital gains is not included for calculation purposes. What does it mean? Suppose our salary is 9 lakh rupees and 3 lakhs is a short term capital gains which you have sold, which you have got by selling stocks or mutual fund. Still you have to pay short term capital gains for the 3 lakh rupees, and you will get tax benefit only up to 9 lakh rupees. So don't just assume that total income is calculated for 12 lakhs or 12 lakhs 75,000. It is only for your income and not from your capital gains income. Rather, let it be from house selling, stock selling, or whatever selling, whatever, or losses also. So that will not be calculated for your exempt income for any sources, and it will be treated separately according to the time frame which it is there. Okay, that we'll discuss later. This you have to clearly understand. So, is the old regime better or the new regime better? You please understand this. This chart, please take a photo of this. Previously, for 12 lakhs income, you had to pay 4 lakhs. If your deductions were 4 lakhs 18,000, you would have got benefit of old regime. But if your tax now, for the new tax regime to be beneficial, your break even should be 7 lakhs. To beat the old, I'll again repeat, for the old, if you want to still, what do you mean by old regime? Where you had to put, you had your housing income, you had your health insurance income, you had your school fees, all the deductions. That was the old regime. So if you are in old regime, if your salary was 12 lakhs, and if you showed a deduction of 4.18 lakhs, it was beneficial. Now to beat this new tax regime, your deductions should cross 7 lakhs out of 12 lakhs to beat the old regime. Otherwise, straight away the new regime is beneficial. For 20 lakhs, to beat the old regime, previously it was only 4.83 lakhs. Now your deduction should cross 7.58 lakhs to beat the new regime. Otherwise, there is no point in going for old regime. You can straight away go for this new regime. Okay, for 24 lakhs 75,000 to beat the old regime, your deduction should cross 8.5 lakhs. Such a huge amount you should cross to get benefit of the old regime, which is highly impossible. So, new regime is definitely better than old regime as your income increases. Now, why this government is doing this is to obviously phase out the old regime, okay? But that doesn't mean that you should stop paying your term insurance or your health insurance. Those are compulsory policies. Please continue that. Okay. So this is where the old regime will be beneficial only if the following deductions are crossing this limit for this particular amount. Otherwise, straight away go to the new regime. Okay. Now let us see with our Excel calculator how it is going to improve our tax regime, whether we should select the new regime or the old regime. Okay. So this is an Excel sheet where there's a comparison between the new tax regime at 2024 and the new tax regime as per the latest announced regimes. So you can put your name, okay, you can put your name, then you can put your annual income. For example, let us say you are earning 16 lakhs, okay. So if you're earning 16 lakhs, the standard deduction will automatically be taken as 75,000 for a salaried individual, and the next taxable income will be 15 lakhs 25,000. Now, according to the previously new tax regime, you had to pay 1.53 lakhs. Okay, but according to the new tax regime, you are going to pay 1.24 lakhs. So straight away you are getting a benefit of around 25,000. So you can see how much you are going to save by this Excel calculator. Not only that, if you see this below this item here, there's a Excel sheet where you can put all this. I'm zooming in, where you can put all these details of all your contributions or deductions. For example, my name is Rahul. Okay, I'm taking a hypothetical example. The age is 35 years. I'm putting a parent age of senior citizen because you may be taking a health insurance policy for your mother or your father. My annual income is 20 lakhs. Okay, so 20 lakhs is my annual income. So under life insurance, I am paying 25,000. That is my term insurance. I'm talking about term insurance and not the ULIP policies. Under ELSS, I'm going to pay the maximum, that is 1.5 lakhs. Under children fees, I'm going to pay 50,000 rupees. Okay, so how much ever you keep in this column, finally the maximum extent will be 1.5 lakhs according to ATC. Okay, next comes NPS. I know maximum people will pay 50,000 because that is the amount exempted for tax purposes. So the net deduction under ATC, I'm taking the maximum deductions, that is 2 lakhs will be the net deductions. Now house rent allowance, I am going to pay 96,000. You can put your own house rent allowance. Okay. Home loan, the maximum benefit which I am getting will be 2 lakhs. So I am going to put 2 lakhs. Okay. Health insurance for self, I am going to put 25,000 premium. And for my mother, I am going to put 50,000. Since it is a senior citizen, I will be getting maximum deduction of 75,000. Okay. Then standard deduction according to the old regime is 50,000. Then so I have put almost maximum deductions under this. Okay, so I will be net taxable income will be 1.24. So now if you see this, if you come here, okay, if you come here and just zoom it. So if you come here, the net taxable income is 1.429. So according to the old regime, I'll be paying 2.5 lakhs. But according to the latest announced regimes, I'll be paying just 1.92 lakhs in spite of all the maximum deductions which I have put. What I have not put is the donations, and government is now very strict about donations, especially to political parties. So that's why I have not put deductions. But if you see, even after putting all the maximum deductions, okay, whatever is possible, HRA, home loan interest, health insurance, NPS, standard deduction, after everything also, after all the deduction also, the new tax regime is still very useful for those who are saving. But please remember, just because a new tax regime is beneficial, don't stop paying health term insurance and health insurance. It is a liability like car insurance. So please, I'll provide this Excel sheet. Please calculate, put your deductions. Then you can decide whether you want to change from old regime or new regime, or you want to continue with the new tax regime. And if you want to continue with new tax regime, how much beneficial you are going to get according to the latest tax slabs. Okay. I hope that you have understood this according to this Excel sheet. Now coming back to the PPT. Okay. So next is the TDS and the TCS. Okay, it is TDS and TCS. Now what is this TDS? There were some changes to the TDS thresholds also. So whenever the senior citizens who had kept their fixed deposits, they used to get the interest income. So the TDS exemption on the interest income for senior citizens has been doubled from 50,000 to 1 lakh per annum. Okay. So they are going to get a benefit of 50,000 per year. And what about the rental income? The rental income, whatever, suppose you are getting a rental income, the exemption has been raised from 2.4 lakhs to 6 lakh rupees. Okay. So this, whoever is getting a rental income, if you are a house owner, so you will be getting a straight away benefit of 4.6 lakh or 3.6 lakh rupees straight away from this rental income benefit. And those who have invested in dividend stocks or who are invested in dividend mutual funds, the TDS threshold has been increased from 5,000 to 10,000 rupees. So again, here also you are getting a benefit of 5,000 rupees. Okay. So if you see, the biggest benefit of TDS threshold will be your rental income. Okay. So that is about the TDS and TCS. And there's something known as a TCS. Okay. So previously the threshold for tax TCS on foreign remittance was only 7 lakhs. Now it is increased for 10 lakhs. That means you can deposit up to 10 lakhs for any foreign investment without any attracting any tax on the source. Okay, so people can happily send up to 10 lakhs income. Okay, or it can be due to even for travel also. So the limit has raised from 7 lakhs to 10 lakhs. What about education related remittances? Previously, TCS was charged on money which was sent for education expenses for children who are studying abroad. That has been removed now, whether it is through loan or not through loan. So this will benefit for those who have taken study loan and making the students means children studying in abroad. Okay, and this is not there. So is there any changes for this central housing? So the finance minister has made 3 changes for housing properties. So previously, if you had 2 properties, for example, one I had in Bangalore and one I have in Hyderabad. So I had to pay if suppose I am staying or getting rent or something in Hyderabad, I could not show it as self-occupied. From this next from the coming year or financial year, you can show 2 properties as self-occupied for tax purposes. So whatever rental income you are getting, you don't have to pay any tax. Okay. So this will be useful, especially for real estate people. And also, already I've told you the tax has been raised from 2.4 lakhs to 6 lakhs per annum. So you will be getting more income from your rental income. And especially if any problem is there in housing projects, allocation, the government will give a fund for the builders to finish those projects so that many middle class families can get their homes faster. For this, allocation of 15,000 crores has been made for this SWAMIH Fund 2.0. Okay, all this is done to make affordable housing easier for middle class. Now, is there any major changes in long-term capital and short-term capital gains rates? The answer is no, but there is a major change in ULIP plans. Previously, the agents used to sell that ULIP plans saying that it is now tax-free and whatever returns you get is also tax-free compared to mutual funds. Now, according to these budgets, all unit plans with annual premium of more than 2.5 lakhs will be treated like equity mutual funds. That means they will have to pay long-term capital gains as per as how you going to tax equity funds. Okay. So now you don't get into the ROI of ULIP plans. So try to avoid these ULIP plans immediately. Okay. Now the next one is income earned by category 1 and category 2 alternative investment funds. Now what is this alternative investment funds? These are angel funds or startup funds. But so previously, whenever you used to invest in alternative investment funds, there was no tax. But now they will be taxed as capital gains of 12.5%. Okay. The next one is NPS Vatsalya scheme. So what is this NPS Vatsalya scheme? See, normal NPS was you used to invest in it, and when you retire, you used to get the half of the amount and half as annuity. This NPS Vatsalya account is for children. So you start paying for your children, and once they are major, they will continue their payments in the same account. So this is about NPS Vatsalya accounts. Previously there was no tax benefit. Now it is included under 80 CCD 1B of the Income Tax Act. Okay. So it is for children if you don't have any plan. So this is one of the good plans now since you now have even the tax benefit. Okay. So tax benefits, taxpayers can get an additional deduction of 250,000 like a normal NPS if you are invested in NPS Vatsalya scheme. Next is education and financial support. If somebody wants an education loan, they can apply in the government portal for up to 10 lakhs with just 3% interest so that the first 1 lakh to 1.5 lakhs can benefit it annually. And if you want to do a skill course, then you can get a loan of 7.5 lakhs with government guarantees benefiting 25 students. So this is just about the loan benefit if you want to go for an higher education. The last one is miscellaneous things, medicines. The basic custom duty has been extended on 36 drugs used for treating cancer and rare diseases, making these medications more affordable. So if you have a cancer patient or oncology department, now you may see more cases on that. And if you are interested in technology and gadgets, so the batteries and the LED panels have been, tax has been reduced. So if you want to buy an electric car or if you want to buy a phone or anything, that will become cheaper. Okay. So if you summarize mainly, okay, mainly if you summarize the tax, if you see this, we are getting a tax reforms of those who are getting less than 12 lakhs or 12.5 per salary, no tax. But if you are getting more than 12 lakhs, okay, or 12.5 for salary, then you have to, according to the slabs, you have to pay. And TCS has been included mainly for rental income, okay, and rental housing, 2 houses can be shown as your own, and you don't have to pay the tax on the whatever source your income you're getting from the second property. And LTCG has been introduced for ULIP policies, so now they have become more ineffective as per the ROI, and it is not advisable also. An NPS Vatsalya scheme has been given a tax benefit so that you can start investing for your children's future. And if you want to get an education loan or if you want to get a skill development, then you can easily apply with just 3% compared to a bank to the government portal. So these are the various tax regimes. I'll provide this Excel sheet to you in the WhatsApp groups. You can yourself open it and see where you want and which old tax regime or new tax regime where you want to save or you can do or not. One question everybody may ask is, if I don't save, then where should I invest this new money? Say there are a lot of revenues. Instead of ELSS, you can straight away invest in any other mutual fund. Okay, you can invest in index fund or a flexi cap fund or small cap based on your goals. You can invest. Okay, now you have a more option of investing in grade, that is gold, real estate, equity, and debt purchase. Previously, we were bound by whether I'll get tax or not. So government is giving you the liberty to invest in whatever avenues you seem correct for your risk and ability. So it is beneficial for us. So according to me, I feel the new tax regime is beneficial because on whatever tax slab you take compared to the old regime, the new tax slabs are beneficial, and going forward, the finance minister will give more and more rebates to the new tax regime and eventually kill the old tax regime. Okay. So this I will end. So I will share this calculator so that it will be easy for you. Okay. If any doubts, you can ask in the chat box or you can ask in the mic. Okay. Thank you, sir, Ajay sir.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Harish. That was a wonderful clarity and a very lucid way you have decoded the IT bill presented by Dr. Sitaram Kesri, our Finance Minister. With a lot of noise and material being posted even in our group, I think you have given a very nice clarity of what exactly is beneficial to us and what is not beneficial to us. Main thing people were talking about definitely about the 12 lakhs and 12.75 lakhs no tax raise slab, which you have clearly explained. And you have also explained about the new tax regime and the old tax regime very nicely. How about the short-term capital gain and the long-term capital gain, which are not included in the exemption if you're having less than 12.5 lakhs, and there the benefits may not be accrued, and the new limits and the new standard deductions have been raised and you get benefits out of it. Then about TDS and TCS, very nice. I think relief has come. TCS, at least my patients who were sending their children money abroad for the education were paying a lot of tax on the remittances for education. Now it is removed totally. And FD for seniors like me, the interest has raised from doubled from 50,000 to 1 lakh. So you don't have to pay tax there again. And education loans, you have talked about that 3% you can take. Housing has also been given benefited. You can declare two properties as self-occupied. Don't have to pay tax on the rental from the second house. ULIP is being totally abundant, which we have already been talked about in 4 years, 6 years. All our investor friends, doctors who are here, not to take ULIPs plans. And yes, alternate investment funds like angel funds, startup funds are there for our young entrepreneurs. NPS Vatsalya is something has been added, and that is also a good relief probably. And medicines for 36 cancer drugs has been reduced, especially for the rare diseases also. And people who are going to buy, like me, who are about to buy an electric car, battery, LCD, LED, TV tax has been reduced to 5%. Is a wonderful idea. I think everything looks good, at least so far. Let us see how we will be utilizing this year. And we'll get further questions from our attendees here. One of them has asked, what is the difference between TDS and TCS? We have already told you. Anybody who pays more than 50,000, right? You have to cut the TDS 10%. And anybody who's
One
sending
is tax deduction at source and one is tax collected at source.
yeah, which is when you're sending the money abroad. I think mainly kind of related to that is TCS.
Yes.
Rental income FD interest exemption of the new tax regime already been discussed. 2 houses, no rental income, you have to pay. Calculator, Dr. Harish is already going to put it in the group. You can utilize that.
Rental income from 2.4 lakhs, it is 6 lakhs is going to be exempted. Above 6 lakhs, you have to pay. But most of the rental income is given by cash. So you adjust according to that and you take.
Yeah. And there is a question, Dr. Harish, from Dr. Sharaf Karthik. You can open the mic and talk, or otherwise also he said, even though TDS has been reduced for rental income, while filing income tax at the end of the year, income tax has to be paid as per the slab
Sir,
rates, right, sir? Is a question.
Yes, sir, if it crosses 6 lakhs, you have to pay the income tax above 6 lakhs for the rental income.
Yeah.
Okay. Till
Then
that time, you don't have to pay.
our own faculty, Avashpani, has asked self-occupied
It can
second
be
flat should
anywhere,
be.
sir, anywhere, any
Yeah.
city, anywhere in India, linked to the same PAN card.
Yeah. Is the TCS applied for purchase of car and a house also? Rajesh Kulkarni sir has asked from Pune.
Car, no, sir.
This is for remittance. I think it is foreign remittance.
TCS is only when the money is going outside, sir, India. Otherwise, TDS will apply.
I think these are some of the questions here I can see.
Calculator, I will share, sir. It is
Yeah,
not mine.
anybody who's want to ask further questions can open them. Kindly ask yourself. Income
Yeah,
tax
they can
rates.
unmute, sir. Everybody can
Yeah.
unmute and
Yeah.
they can ask.
Yeah, introduce yourself, please, and then ask.
So somebody has asked taxation for future trading. So there's no change in when it comes to options and the futures. It is the same long-term capital gains and short-term capital gains. There is no change in STT also. That is why markets, stock markets reacted bitterly against Nirmala Sitharaman announcement. There was a sell-off during the budget day.
Dr. Suresh Rupnani, sir, anything you wanted to
Yeah,
ask?
yes, sir. One thing is whatever is told is proposed. Cabinet has approved an income tax bill, which is going to be tabled in Parliament next week. So what we have to do is say salaried people have been given a privilege of exemption up to 12.75, whereas self-employed professionals, most of the doctors, other people who declare income as self-employed professionals will not get the benefit. Maybe once this law is discussed in the Parliament, new income tax bill, we should request like doctors also should get that exemption. Means everybody self-employed or salaried up to a level of income, maybe up to 30 lakhs or 50 lakhs, particularly doctors who are in service category should get exemption. We should fight for that.
Yeah, I think what I understood what Dr. Suresh sir is telling is the bill is presented, it has to become act. So it
Act.
goes to upper house, lower house, and president's signature approval has to be taken. And there are certain changes which occurs in the final act. And in that final act, when the bill becomes the law or the act, some changes are always made after the discussion. That is what sir is saying. I think that's a good idea. Hopefully, some of our members from IAP, IMA will be hearing us and they will be looking at it.
Yeah,
There
we
are
have to
some
represent,
questions.
sir.
There are some questions, sir. Can short-term capital gains be set off against US stocks? The answer is no. Okay. And is 44 ADA applicable to professionals even in a new tax regime? I think it is applicable. It is nothing that it is not a standard deduction. Okay, it is applicable. Rental income below 6 lakhs, no tax. There is no tax below 6 lakhs. Above 6 lakhs, even 1 rupee also, you have to pay tax. The Dr. VK is asked if you have two kids, can we open two NPS Vatsalya? Yes, you can open, sir, but you open one account and with your wife's PAN card, you open one more account. So you will get 50,000 plus 50,000 benefit. With single person, maximum benefit is 50,000. Taxation on long-term capital gains and STG on equity and mutual funds. Sir, short-term capital gains is 20% on equity funds and long-term capital gains is 12.5% above 1 lakh, 1.25 lakhs. I think it is 1.25 lakhs. Whatever amount you're getting more than in long-term capital gains above 1.25 lakhs, you have to pay 12.5% for mutual funds, equity mutual funds. How much tax is collected from FD? Sir, FD for senior citizens, it has been raised to 1 lakh. But for non-senior citizens, it is not raised. Please remember that. How to decide which regime is good? Sir, I'll give you the calculator. You put on what all deductions you have, then you can decide whether it old is good or new is good. Is rent from the second house added to the gross income? The answer is no. Up to 2 houses, it is not there. Any other question? Can you explain why stock market is falling despite positive impact to leave more money in people's hands? So it is lot of factors there because of Trump's tariffs. Okay, people are worried because of war. People are worried. There are so many factors. Election results were there. So and market, if you see, it is somewhere trading all-time high. Gold is trading all-time high. So real estate is all-time high. So people, we don't know why it is falling, mainly because of US economy. We are seeing our markets. And the rate cut did not have major impact. RBI cut rate cut, but it did not have major impact on the 10-year bonds. Why? Because they expected more rate cuts, but the RBI did not cut much. Dr. Arvind is asking if I have NPS and NPS Vatsalya, can I claim the maximum is 50,000, sir? If 12 lakhs, no tax is applicable on professional income, yes, sir. Up to 12 lakhs. Even 1 rupee more, then there's something known as marginal relief concept which comes. I didn't want to complicate. So 12 lakhs, so 12 lakhs means only 1 lakh. No pediatrician will earn less than 1 lakh. So everybody have to shift to new tax regime, or you should have only black money and show no tax, which is again a problem. Pramod sir is asking, is NPS a good idea for returns? NPS is also equity mutual fund, sir. The good thing about NPS is there's a lock-in period. You cannot take it till your retirement. So it is like a good behavior. But is it the only investment? No. If you are good in analyzing mutual funds, you can invest in NPS or equity mutual funds. It's only the government vehicle with the least expensive ratio. Please remember that. Tuition fees are not considered. They are considered only in whole regime, madam. But again, you have to put everything and see whether new tax or old tax is regime will be beneficial for you. 44, Dr. Kotari Swami Rao is asking 44 ADA will change in the coming new tax law. As of now, there is no mention about 44 ADA, sir. You can claim, but only your CA should know about it. No salaried persons cannot claim 44 ADA. That you should remember. Pramod sir is asking if somebody working in corporate hospital as a retailer and total professional income is 20 lakhs per annum, then taxable income is 20 lakhs or 10 lakhs. I didn't understand, sir. Sir, if a total professional income is 20 lakhs per annum, then taxable income is 20 lakhs only. Okay. Whatever is a total income, your PAN card, according to a AI statement, how much ever total income is there, that will be your net income. That you have to calculate. Anybody else questions? NPS Vatsalya is just that you will be paying, in normal NPS is you will be paying at retirement, you will get your amount, some half amount with you and half amount as annuity. NPS Vatsalya, you will be paying, you will not get anything. The payment will continue by your children and they will benefit. It is like putting some money for your children right away. It is same like say equity mutual funds. If you have discipline, you invest in equity mutual funds. If you don't have discipline, you invest in NPS Vatsalya scheme. But the problem is you have to choose aggressive one if you are investing for children, and you have to choose a good fund house in NPS. Okay. Which debt funds are good? Sir, that is not the scope for this. Okay, that depends upon the duration, but just as people were discussing, since the RBI is expected for rate cuts, long duration debt funds will be beneficial because the inflation is coming down. And Dr. Kotari Korada Rajiv doctor is asking, I am working as sick and ICU doctor, income is more than 16 lakhs and my own clinic money more than 10 lakhs. How am I taxable? Sir, yeah, I think both of them are professional income and not a salaried income. I don't know if it's salaried or professional income, your own hospital or not. So according to that, you have to, only difference between salaried income and professional income tax preference is the 75,000 you'll get it for salaried income. How much tax on FD, whatever it will be added to your income for normal persons.
Good evening, sir. Dr. Santosh here. So,
Yes, sir.
actually, what Pramod sir was trying to ask is, as a professional income under 192J, if I'm not wrong, so they
Yes, sir.
consider you as professional and consider 50% you can show as deductions and 50% as
That
tax.
will be only if your income is less than 50 lakhs and you should have the receipts with you. People were misusing this 44 ADA and income tax is asking now receipts. Okay, see, that means, for example, if you open a clinic, you will tell I paid for salary for the receptionist and all those things, expenses. But you should have all the GST receipts with you. If the income tax returning officer calls you, you should be able to provide the receipts. But it is widely been misused provision in the income tax. You can claim, sir, if your total income is less than 50 lakhs. Which schemes are better for girl child? Sir, it is girl or boy. Don't discriminate based on the sex. Equity mutual funds, either to direct funds or NPS are better. I will never tell Sukanya Samriddhi or anybody because the government is reducing the rates of interest. Only thing is that you should have discipline for investing regularly and not take out the schemes when you want. This is for your child, whether girl or boy, invest in equity schemes. As simple as that. For 20 years or 30 years, whatever is the time period you want, either to NPS route or directly to your mutual funds like Grow or Coin. Don't tell girl or boy. What did boy child do mistake? What mistake did boy child do? Any other questions? Sir, SGB versus gold ETF taxation. SGBs are not given now, sir. SGBs held to till maturity will be getting tax benefit, whereas gold ETFs are taxed as per short-term or long-term capital gains. Okay, we have to buy SGBs from secondary market. Government is not going to announce any SGBs in the future. Anybody else? Any questions? So please go. But one thing I want to stress out it, just because a new tax regime is beneficial, please do not stop health insurance and term insurance. Okay, that is, and including health insurance for your parents, because the liability will come to you. Don't think that nothing will happen and your friends are will help you in hospitalization. Business is business, friendship is friendship. Even if you get admitted in your friend's hospital, they will charge you. Nobody is going to give free waiver. Sir, I think the questions are over, sir.
Why,
Yes.
Dr. Harish, why SGBs were discontinued though out of topic and syllabus, but government was unable to service it or maintain the funds, paying the interest and capital gains at the end of the maturity. It was too much burden on the government. They miscalculated the rate of capital appreciation, I think, of the
Yeah,
gold, which is
gold has appreciated very high, sir. And further, I believe still SGBs from secondary markets have a good value because of uncertainty. You take US Trump or Taiwan war, the every something can occur. It is not some war is going somewhere, and till the war is there or still the guns and weapons are being sold, gold will keep on rising like equity. So that is why greed, gold, real estate, equity, and debt. Everything should have been in your basket. Nothing that you invest 100% in equity or 100% in real estate, then you'll be gone. The classical example is Telangana. Now you see real estate, how what has happened. So every day is not a party for some, everywhere some party is going on. You have to catch all the parties and enjoy it. So will the question, next question Dr. Pallavi is asking, will the rental income from commercial shops be taxed? Sir, nobody will tell whether you're getting rent from most, because I have commercial shops. Many of them will not tell where the income is coming from, shops or house. But normally this not taxable. Till what age can we do term insurance? At any age they will give you, sir. But the more the age is there, the more the premium you pay. So better to buy term insurance as soon as you get your first salary or when you get married the next day. I think all the girls or boys should ask term insurance from their fiancés.
how long they should have the term insurance going on. That was the question, Dr. Harish.
No, sir. Till what age we can do term insurance?
Yeah,
Okay,
so is it
till you
65,
have dependents,
70?
till you have dependents or till your children start earning.
Yes.
Till you think that they don't care about you.
Once
they
your
think that
children
they don't,
become independent, there is no need of having some money for them after you pass away. So consider your age when they will become the independent. Mostly about 65, 70, most of our children are not dependent on us. If the parents survive till that time, when you are 75, you continue. Otherwise, average is 65, I think.
so the problem is many people are giving lot of properties and money to their children and make them dependents entire life. So just give them good education, keep all the money for it yourself.
Dr. Harish,
Yes, Sidhu.
is it advisable to have home loan yeah, even though we don't have any exemption in the new
See, it depends
regime?
upon your income. Now, if it is for self-living,
Self-living.
you take home loan if you don't have
Hmm.
amount, but you should be able, the EMI should not cross more than 1/3 of the loan of your income, net income. The EMI, if suppose you are earning, example, 1 lakh, the EMI should not cross 33 lakhs, 33,000.
Mhm.
If your EMI is crossing 1/3 of the amount of your net income, that means that much amount of loan only you should take. Only for your first house, that too for living, you only living. You should not take home loan for second house or for renting it out.
No, this is for second house. Actually,
Second
one of
house, no, no, no. Unless you have second wife, no.
okay, okay. And they are giving plot loans also. Is it advisable to
No,
take
no, those
plot
are all
loans?
mortgage loans. See, simple. If you
Mhm.
cannot afford the amount, you should not buy that. There's a saying, no, if you cannot afford a driver, you should not buy the Mercedes car. Simple.
There is other theory also. Don't let the driver drive a costly car. You drive and enjoy your costly car.
Yeah.
Okay.
And no, sir, a plot it will appreciate. No, that's
No, no, Dr.
See,
Reddy, Siddhaling Reddy
yes,
garu,
yes,
don't
sir.
borrow and buy real estate. I think that is what I want to tell, and that is what Harish sir is
Okay,
also
okay,
telling. Because
because
if
okay.
you, and your EMI should not be more than 30%. That's all. These are the two criteria you take. Real estate, don't borrow money. Even if you borrow, it should not extend beyond 30% of your
see,
income.
Dr. Sidling, see, there are many instances where real estate prices have corrected or crashed. The classical example is Telangana. Now you see the real estate is under correction mode, and in places where it was very high, it has gradually come down. So don't, or in some places it is stagnant. See, just if you have money, then you take a plot. If you want to live, you buy the first house. The only advisable real estate for returns will be commercial real estate, again to a fractional. There's something known as fractional real estate where many of your friends come and pool up money and take a commercial property and get a rental income. But still the house rate, land rates are very expensive nowadays. So getting a good price is really difficult.
I think
You'll be paying
REITs.
4 to 5 years rate now itself.
I think REITs is better. I think like embassy.
That depends upon city to city, place to place.
Hmm.
Suppose there is a plot which you are buying, Dr. Reddy, where the appreciation you feel the growth is very fast and the land value is going to grow up. We cannot predict, we are not sure. But if you think
Yes,
that happens, probably
yes.
you can make some real estate profit in a short period. But usually, real estate itself takes doubling of your income or your investment more than
Hmm.
7 to 10 years or 12 years to double. Usually
Okay,
that is how it is. The asset is like that.
okay, okay, sir. It depends on location.
The doubling in the land prices will take long time. Equity is the
Okay.
only thing which can double in 7 years, less than 7 years.
Yes.
Dr. Harish, if there are
Sir,
no
there are no
questions,
questions, sir. There are no questions. We can answer.
yeah. Dr. Pawan and Dr. RSV, if any one of you are there from
Yes, sir.
Pediatric
Yes,
Academy
sir.
of Telangana, kindly give the closing remarks.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Harish, sir. That was a very nice session and also well attended by all the participants and nice interaction at the end. Thank you, Ajay, sir, for leading this is your brainchild, which has come again in 2025 and we will do it in a big way. And thank you so much, Harish, sir, for that wonderful interactive and, nice calculator, which you have, very easily, nicely summed up. Thank you so much, all, on behalf of Pediatric Academy of Telangana State.
Yes.
So we'll be having these sessions regularly, once in fortnight.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think,
Can
yes,
I
sir.
say
Yes,
one
sir. Go ahead, sir.
announcement, Dr. Pawan, sir?
Yes, sir. Go ahead, sir.
Regarding the books, people are booking and also placing an order. I have stopped currently, but about 55 doctors have already placed the orders. I am negotiating the price with the printer, and 1,400 is what we have initially thought of. But now, if the postal charges, people who are out of Hyderabad also are booking, they should immediately consider giving all the 100% to the printer and its clerk so that they will get the instant send. Okay. Details will be posted in the WhatsApp.
Right,
Thank
sir.
you very
Thank
much.
you, Ajay, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. I
Yeah.
think we'll be posting this YouTube video for those people who have missed it. So, if the permission of Dr. Harish Gopala, because it's a very valuable lecture, I
Yes,
feel.
sir. Yes, sir. No
Yeah.
problem.
Okay,
Yeah.
sir. Okay,
Yeah.
sir.